These are people who saw friends killed in an absolutely shocking, atrocious school shooting, one of way too many, even this year.
No, I don't feel there's anything unsavory about it at all. And frankly, even the argument, to make that argument, smacks of emotional blackmail. And it's exactly what David Hogg and Emma Gonzalez and others that have become the face of this movement have said repeatedly. It's either you agree with us or you want dead kids, which is absolutely absurd and is a blatant logical fallacy.
Could we just turn to the question of these assault weapons? There's so much we could argue about here, but let's focus on that.
Sure.
How is it remotely sane to allow teenagers to go into a gun store and buy machine guns? How is that remotely sane?
Well, I get it. We get into this all the time. Let me correct what you just said. They are not machine guns. Actual machine guns have been banned in the United States since 1986. This is a fact that the most basic research would reveal.
They fire 45
what you're
rounds
talking
a
about
minute.
are semi-automatic rifles that look scary, but they don't function any differently than any other type of semi-automatic firearm that's been available in the United States for over 100 years.
I've got to pick you up on that. You say that they look scary. You make them sound like stage props. You say they're not machine guns. Well, I think we're just...
They're not.
I think we're just dickering over a term of reference there, because they fire 45 rounds a minute. Sorry, in my world, that's a machine gun.
That's the same as... No, we're not dickering over terms. These terms are very specific, and they have a meaning. Any semi-automatic firearm of any kind, whether it's a handgun, a shotgun, or any kind of rifle, has a fire rate of about that type.
Okay.
Semi-automatic firearms have been available in the United States since the late 1890s. Citizens had them 30 years before the U.S. military adopted them on a wide scale, and they are protected by multiple Supreme Court rulings.
What did you mean when you said they look scary? I just can't understand that. What do you mean?
The AR-15, which is currently the one that's been demonized the most, it bears a resemblance in physical appearance to the military M16. However, it functions completely differently, and that would be no different than me suggesting that if I went to a dealership and bought a Corvette and painted it and put stickers on it to make it resemble a Corvette race car, that makes it a race car. The physical appearance has absolutely nothing to do with its abilities.
I don't think anybody in this argument could give a tuppeny stuff about the physical appearance of the gun. It kills people. It kills people just as efficiently as...
That's exactly what they argue about.
Look, it kills people just as efficiently as the M16 you were just describing. These are semantics, aren't they?
But yet the vast majority of firearms crimes in this country, overwhelmingly, according to the FBI, 85% of the firearms homicides committed in this country are committed with handguns.
All right, let's just try one more time. Why is it sane to allow a teenager to go into a gun store in America and buy an assault weapon? Let's just call it that, an assault. Why is that sane?
Well, why is it okay for an 18-year-old to join the military and possibly give his or her life for the country?
No.
And then be told that they can't come home and exercise their rights?
Don't answer a question with a question. Answer with an answer. Why is it sane to allow a teenager to buy an assault weapon? Just give me a straight answer.
I reject the premise that there is anything insane about being able to purchase a semi-automatic firearm of any kind
as a teenager
when you are 18 years old.
What does a teenager need with an assault weapon?
Where does this concept of need come into having to do with rights?
Why does a teenager need an assault weapon? You keep this is what the NRA do very well. You answer questions with questions. Let's have an answer.
Why should
legitimate
18-year-olds have a
Richard.
right to buy this type of weapon?
Well, okay, my daughter will be 14 in August. She'll be moving out after high school in 4 or 5 more years. Why should she not be able to purchase a firearm of her choosing to defend herself between the ages of 18 and 21?
An assault weapon. An assault weapon.
Richard, I'm not going to get into this false debate about what people like you call assault weapons. They are not assault weapons, sir.
There were multiple slayings at a school using this scary weapon that you just described. Of course it's an assault weapon.
That does not, no, sir, that's not true. The term was created by the executive director of the Violence Policy Center, a very anti-gun group, in 1989. This is, again, a fact that anybody can check. He publicly bragged about deliberately trying to confuse people about semi-automatic rifles that looked like machine guns.
We will make America great again.